Hello, and welcome to Composition Collaboration 3. Chris isn't here with me today. He is my partner in this composition collaboration, and he's not here. But due to his absence, I've made some progress in the drama film clip. The two clips that we have is one from the film Alien, where a crew member is killed by Alien, and that's our sci-fi horror. And then moving on to the drama scene, the scene I selected is the Schindler's List scene where the Jews are freed. They're sort of walking over a wide landscape. And that's the clip that I'm working on right now. I'm close to the end of this, as it was relatively simple to make, but I think that's all it needed, just to have quite raw elements in it, and different bits of syncopation in there to make it feel like it was improvised. As I wanted to feel like I wanted the music to feel like it hasn't been played in a while. Like, let's say the people that actually play the music haven't played it in a while, just like the Jews haven't seen freedom for a while. So I sort of wanted that to mirror what that feeling was about. You can listen to it now to see what I mean, especially when it comes to the string section. Just showing that. Extremely quiet piano. That's what I want it to be, because the soft scene where the Jews are approached and they're told that the war is over. It's kind of like a surreal moment, and this piano sort of feels, in a way, surreal. As soon as he gets into the strings, that's the section where you see a wide shot of all of them walking in an open landscape. And the second violin section here is where it is a close-up on some of the faces who are in the crowd. Just turn up that second violin so you can hear it more. That's what it sounds like. Sort of vibrato feel to it. Turn them back down normally. And then it cuts to a scene of where the evil character in the film is executed, and I sort of wanted to keep the music the same, because I didn't really want the music to change for that necessarily evil person, because I thought it would take something away from it. And then it stops there, but I do want to carry that on, as when that music stops there in time, it stops in time with a scene where it looks at a factory, and the subtitles on the screen of the clip in the film say Schindler Schindler's factories like failed and his marriage failed and stuff, and that's where I want to go to. Back to the piano again, back to the simple piano. Sort of draws it back, and then it goes to the wide shot of the Jews again, and then it like fades in to the scene of Schindler's Jews today. And that's originally why I wanted the piano to cut back, but it also worked with the factory scene. So I'll do that now, see what I can do. So I wanted to copy that same piano. Put it up here because that's where it was. Okay. So you can hear it more. There you go. Obviously you can't hear it because it is extremely quiet and there are other people working in the room, but that's the idea. It strips straight down. I'll show you the scene quickly so you get an idea. So obviously this is where the sort of simple piano starts. And they're just like, oh, okay, what's going on? And he says, where do we go? Like, where do we go? What do we do now? And then that's when the piano sort of sets that tone. He's saying, well, like, you know, the war's over. You can go wherever you want. And he's saying, well, just go that way and see where it goes. And then that's when the strings come in. The wide shot is what I was talking about. And then that's when it goes to, and that's when the violins add the sort of vibrato close-up scene, making it more like intense, because it's more intense as you're closer to them. The music on the original scene is a classic, like Jewish song with some like guitar. It's relatively happy, and this is what this is the evil guy. Assume he was like Hitler's commandant, Armand Gilf. There you go.
No, but you can carry on using the one that was used before and keep on adding the audio files back in. That makes sense? Yeah, that makes sense. Right, cheers for that.
And that's when it cuts back and it says, that's what I'm going to cut back to. You can see me in the computer like really well. Don't want that. And that's when it cuts back to the simple piano. And that's when the scene ends. Classic. Oh, yeah. So that's as far as I got with that, and I might add some, maybe a second, or maybe sorry, a fourth instrument with the piano at the end, or maybe like add something more to the piano.
Just you three, is it?
At the moment, yeah.
Recording.
Yeah, but yeah, something to do with the Alien track. So it's mainly been Chris working on that, and I've been looking at obviously the drama film. But when I was talking to Chris about the sci-fi horror track, I wanted to use the vibrato strings again, but sort of with like a warped feel. So it felt spacey and it just felt a little bit weird, warped exactly. And that's really it, because I can't really go on his computer and find out, what exactly is going on. But he's not here today. But we'll do a video again soon. So that's what we got so far. Alien track is coming along well. This is almost finished. Speak to you again soon.